Hi, this is David, and I wanted to do a video on what is called the white horse prophecy of the Mormon Church. Now, they're slippery as a grease pig. As long as something is a rumor that they want, it's doctrine. But if it's looked at by the general public and the public goes, hey, they go, oh, that was never doctrine. That was just a rumor among the saints. Yeah, the saints. So be aware that sometimes doctrine and rumor in the Mormon Church are the same things. There's other times that doctrine and rumor in the Mormon Church change. Now, this is a perfect example. In the last couple of weeks, the Mormon Church allows their members now to drink Coca-Cola, and caffeine is not the reason for the word of wisdom. Now, Coca-Cola was never mentioned in the word of wisdom. It just wasn't there. It was coffee and tea. Well, now Mitt Romney probably owns millions of dollars in Coke, and they're afraid his taxes are going to get out and show that he drinks Coke. I think there's been some pictures of him too drinking a Coke. So suddenly Jesus spoke to Monson. I can't even say it without laughing, and said, well, let's clarify the caffeine thing. Your people can drink caffeine stuff, and since Mitt Romney does me, Jesus, I want you to be the leaders of the world, so go ahead and change the Coke thing. So they changed the Coke thing, and then they said, well, it was never doctrine. Oh my God, it was always doctrine among the Mormons, and it's just a laugh. It's just a laugh the way things are doctrine if they want it to be doctrine, and rumors if they want it to be rumors. Now here's another one, okay, and the Mormon Church is full of this silliness. Okay, the white horse prophecy was stated by Joseph Smith. Now it says it's purported to be stated by Joseph Smith. So here we go. Is it a prophecy? Is it not a prophecy? What the hell is going on with these people? So it's purported. All the years I was in the church, 50 years, it was a prophecy that we all looked forward to because it validated us as Mormons and not freaks. I found out we were freaks. I didn't want to be in the circus anymore. I took my clown's uniform off and said, no, I'm out of here. Well, anyway, Joseph Smith said this, that in the last days, or in the last days, I paraphrase a little bit, the Constitution would hang by a thread. Now, this is the Constitution that the Mormon Church praises and praises, but when it becomes big government, we don't believe in the Constitution. We believe in state rights. So here you go. God, it's like a pogo stick on fire. Jeez, I've never seen anything like it. Anyway, he said, the Constitution will be hanging by a thread. I guess it means it's going to fall off on the floor. I don't know. But an elder, now some say the elders, and some say the elder of Israel will come in and save the Constitution and kind of put the world back into order, and etc. The Mormon Church is going to save the Constitution of the United States. Then they're going to change it. that Washington, D.C. will be called Salt Lake, D.C. Now, let me tell you, it's funny, but it's also scary. And here's why. The Mormon Church has always believed in a theocracy. They intend to take the world over. They've always intended to take the world over, and you see this with their statements and their prophecies. Their missionary program is they're going to, every rock will be uncovered that everybody is going to have a chance to be Mormon. And they fight to go into foreign countries that don't want them. So a theocracy has been something that the Mormon Church has prayed for, wished for, and hoped for ever since its inception. Now, I'll back that statement up. Joseph Smith ran for president. He was always running from the law, but now he's running for the presidency. All right, now, he made some real statements about if he doesn't get elected, the United States government will turn and rot. Now, I'm paraphrasing. Go look it up on the internet. I can't memorize every silly thing that a circus says, okay? He said basically the country would falter and fall apart, and that if he wasn't president and there wasn't a righteous theocracy placed on the United States, that it would disintegrate. Well, if that ain't the beginning of the Mormon Church wanting a theocracy, I don't know what is. Joseph ran for president, but when he was trying to run from Carthage jail, the Gallup poll put him on the ground dead, and he lost a lot of support. He had, 1,000 Mormons who were going to vote for him. Millions of other people weren't going to vote for him at all. So, I don't know what party he ran in, the Mormon party, which is the circus party. So anyway, the White Horse prophecy is funny, but it's also scary, because every Mormon, they won't tell you this. They won't tell you this. They talk among themselves, but they won't tell you. Every Mormon is hoping and praying that Romney is the white horse prophecy. Joseph Smith said that the elder would ride in on a metaphorical white horse. So anyway, the Mormons think this is the end of the world. It may be the end of their world, but the rest of us are going to be just fine. But if you vote for Romney, you are going to verify the Mormon hope for a theocracy. Now, executive orders, he doesn't need the Congress and the Senate to change a lot of the United States. He could start polygamy again instantly with an executive order. He could also change many, the Roe versus Wade decisions that have been made over decades in our country. So we don't know what a Mormon president is going to do, but we do know that the Mormons believe that he is the beginning of a theocracy, and he's going to put the world right. That will be right after a third world war, nuclear, with Iran. This guy is scary. He's scary because he's such a liar. He's such a liar. He won't release his taxes. He won't tell the world who he really is. He won't show how much money he's paid to the Mormon Church. Now, let me tell you something about lobbyists. Okay? If lobbyists were paid as much money as Mitt Romney has paid to the Mormon Church, if they got paid that much, you can bet your ass he owes the Mormon Church a lot. And the Mormon Church wants it back. They want a theocracy. They want to be verified as a Christian religion, even though every lesson I ever heard in the church was Joseph Smith. There may have been one or two about Jesus, but they went very fast. The Joseph Smith one went very, very slow. Gave us lots of time to think about 14-year-old marriages. So, if you want a theocracy, and you want people who believe in a theocracy, and you want people who believe that Joseph Smith is a prophet, even though everything he prophesied never came true. I think there was something about the Civil War that he prophesied, but it was well known before he ever prophesied it that there would be a fight and that there would be a civil war. So anyway, long story short, the White Horse prophecy with Romney on the white horse carrying the flaming sword, instructing all of the men in the world to marry 14-year-old girls. And he's going to set the world right, just like the Mormon Church has set its own house in order by building a $5 billion mall and letting the starving people all over the world just go, well, we're hungry, but maybe we could get a discount at the mall. Thanks.